morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and I have lost over 100 pounds following the ketogenic diet. On my channel, you will find a variety of things, including what I eat while on keto, keto recipes, and some protein sparing modified fast recipes. So I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of the family here. And if you already are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. All right, allergy season is in full effect. Now, probably until September, October, I will wake up with swollen eyes and constantly have a runny nose and some sneezing. That always happens to me. I noticed that started like 2 years ago, I think, that my allergies were getting really, really bad for spring and summer. And I had a comment in one of my last videos about touching my nose and fidgeting with my nose, and I'm sorry, but that will be a constant thing. If it bothers you, then I would suggest probably unsubscribing, because that's my life. That's what I deal with. I have mentioned that I have severe allergies all of my life. I was hospitalized pretty much my whole entire childhood with severe like seasonal allergies, as well as anaphylactic allergies, asthma, eczema. That's me. That is who I am. So I'm sorry, I cannot control it. I honestly, it's just a part of life with me. That's me constantly either wiping my nose or itching my nose or something, or my eyes. I try to wear makeup when my eyes are bad because it prevents me from rubbing them. Because my makeup is like it doesn't bother my skin whatsoever. I've been using it for years. But when I wear makeup, it prevents me from constantly rubbing and scratching them. Because then obviously they get more red and more swollen. Yesterday they were so red and so swollen. It was unbelievable. And I put 2 and 2 together that this happened to me last year for the whole entire summer. And that's just allergies, plain and simple. And that is my life and ongoing. I take Benadryl every day. I take a non-drowsy pill every day, and none of it helps. So that is my life. So anyways, today, see, my nose is already running right now. Today I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be eating today. So I already had my coffee. It is 11:30 and Jimmy and I had our coffee together upstairs. Today is Sunday. And I am loving that coffee with the foam on the top. Like I'd mentioned, I use my frother now and it tastes so good. So that is my new go-to. And also have been loving that volcanic coffee that I mentioned in one of my last videos. I do have the link for it in the description. It is so good. I love it. Jimmy, we went to town yesterday and I asked Jimmy if he wanted to go for coffee in the morning because we were heading into town in the morning. And he said, no, I already had my volcanic coffee. I'd rather have that than get coffee anywhere. So it is really that good. So I wanted to mention what I already had already, and that is it. I just had my coffee so far. I do plan on eating probably in about an hour or so. I'm not too hungry. But also in my coffee, so I also put a half a scoop of my cinnamon toast perfect keto collagen in my coffee. And first I forgot it and I tasted my coffee and I was like, this tastes weird. Like it doesn't taste like my normal coffee. And I was like, I forgot to put in my collagen, because that collagen makes the world of difference. Also, Perfect Keto is having another sale. They're having a Memorial Day sale as well, so make sure that you check it out in the link below. They do have savings up to 40% if you are buying 5 or more items. So once again, this is always a time that I recommend you stock up. They have a lot of sales, which I never realized before, but I always recommend to stock up when they have these sales. And they had said this is the second biggest sale other than Black Friday. So make sure that you check it out in the link below. I highly recommend their collagen, of course. I have been using it way before I started YouTube, when I started my keto journey pretty much. And also their electrolytes, which I recently have tried. I always mention they are Jimmy's favorite. He loves the black cherry, and that is 2 things that I would recommend. Now, I have heard so many good things about the Nola bars. I received some in a PR package and I ended up giving them to my hairdresser. She does keto and she tasted them. She texted me back and she said they are the most amazing keto bar that she has ever tasted. 100%. I will actually put that on the screen, that she did mention that in a text message. So I am allergic to all nuts as well, so I am unable to try the cereal, the bars, and things like that, or the cookies. I can't have any of that, but definitely I've heard great things about all of those products, so I'll also stock up on those if you are using them for a treat or, you know, once a week. Obviously not an everyday thing. I want to mention that once again because there so many people will say how bad it is for keto. I get it. It's dirty. Keto for sure, 100%, but like I had mentioned, everything in moderation, and I have had Quest bars, Quest cookies, Built bars. I've had those throughout my whole journey to lose 100 pounds. So it's up to you to make that decision, and let's not bash each other for eating those products or not eating those products, please. Okay. So I feel like once a month or so I have to really stress these facts, because I mention them and then my comments get how they usually are, all positive and encouraging, and then as time goes on again, those comments start to creep back in a negative way, and I do not want that on my channel. I have been using the block button that Neely and, you know, the Fab Four have used. I have started to use that because I won't allow it. It's unnecessary. You know, everybody, I always say this, everybody is at a different point in their journey. Every person is different. Same with my allergies. Like, I was so shocked that somebody made a comment about that when I can't help it. I cannot help my seasonal allergies. It is beyond my control with the symptoms that I have. I can't do anything about that. So let's just think about others, okay? Because we want to keep this place positive. Positive thoughts, positive comments, okay? So those are the main things that I wanted to kind of wrap up in housekeeping thoughts. And like I said, today I will be sharing with you everything that I eat today, and I will see you guys once I have my first meal. Also wanted to give you a weigh-in today. I remembered to give you guys an update on that. So I stayed exactly the same, which I'm not surprised because Jimmy and I did go on like a date yesterday, and I ate KFC. So I had 2 pieces of the KFC, dirty keto 100%, but I didn't want to miss that opportunity, and there really wasn't anything else on the menu. Here in Canada, we don't have like green beans or like plain chicken breast. Like, it's all coated and it's just a normal KFC. So that was my best option because Jimmy really wanted to go to KFC. So I'm not surprised that I didn't lose any, but at least I stayed the same this week.
I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. 'Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. Looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me.
All right, it is a little bit later on now, about 1:30, and I am going to have my first meal. I already accomplished a lot today. We did get somebody to finally pick up all of that workout equipment. I only sold it for $10, but to be honest, we had arranged for somebody to come to the house, bring help, and lift it and transport it. So I'm happy about that, just for it to be out of the workout room is what we call it. And then what I'm going to do with that workout room, just briefly, because I know some of you were asking, is I'm going to paint that, and it is going to be our guest room. So eventually I will be moving the guest bed, which is a queen size bed, out of my office and putting it in that workout room and just strictly having that as a guest room. And then my office will be a little bit more spacious because I do need more space in my office. So I also took another Benadryl because my allergies are so bad today. Also cleaned my car out, so ended up vacuuming it. Jimmy did an oil change on my car, and I cleaned all the inside and Armor All inside and everything, so that is so nice to have done. I don't even think that I've done that myself. I have gotten it detailed once, and I've had this car I think for 3 years or so. It's a 2015 Nissan Murano is what I have, and I think I've gotten it detailed only once, so it was nice to do that before the kickoff of summer. But anyways, here I am at my meal number 1, and what I ended up making was pizza. So I am having 3 slices of that pizza. Ended up making pizza for my meal number 1. Now this is like, it's a fairly decent sized pizza. I would say like maybe 8-inch, something like that. I made it a thin crust this time, and so I am having 3 slices of that. And then I also made some buns, because if you would have watched my video yesterday, I will link it up in the cards right here if you have not seen that video. But the loaves are frustrating me so much that I decided that I would be making buns today to have for the next couple days. Also on that video, there was a few of you that commented to use the egg yolk powder instead of the egg yolks. I want to say I live in Canada, and the last time that I looked, about a month ago, and then I did look again today, a small bag, which is about a pound, I want to say, it's not that big whatsoever, of the egg yolk powder is $107 in Canada. So you know what, that's a lot. That is just way too much. That's the cheapest that I could find off of Amazon. I will probably maybe try to look for it like at a few of the bulk stores that we have in town to see if I can find it, but it's just way too expensive. Like, it is beyond expensive for me to buy that, as much as I would love to try that, and I feel like that would really, really help. It's just so expensive. So I will definitely try it once I get a hold of it, whenever that may be. But for now, I love this recipe. I love the taste. I love the texture. It's just the shape. Everything about my new bread recipe is 100% so good. It's just the shape of it. So that is what I'm going to be having for meal number 1. I am going to be having a larger supper. So make sure that you stay tuned and see what I have for my second meal of the day. But this is what I'm going to have with my electrolytes. I always use the Relight electrolytes, and I've been adding now, I just started because it's my second week, and I now added 3 drops of my iodine. Thank you again, Deb. Finally found out who sent me all of these. Thank you so much. I appreciate it dearly. And so I had 3 of those, and I feel a little bit nauseous. Is that a side effect? Have you kind of noticed that if you've increased your iodine? But a little bit nauseous, but I'm kind of maybe thinking it's because I haven't eaten yet. I don't know. But let me know down below if you guys are taking iodine, if you felt any symptoms when you start increasing it, and what those symptoms are. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. All right, I had four slices of pizza. That pizza is so good. I haven't had it in a long, actually I haven't had pizza in a long time period. So that was really, really good. I love using the protein sparing modified fast bread as the crust. I used my recipe that I always have linked in the description, so make sure you check it out. I had a lot of people asking where my new recipe is. It is on my website, which is always linked in the description. All right, so also it's been a couple hours. It's almost 4 o'clock, and I think I'm going to have a little snack. I don't know what I'm gonna have though. I know what I'm having for supper, and supper is gonna be fairly early, like about 5-ish, 5 or 6. But I need to have, I shouldn't say I need, I wanna have a snack of some sort. Once I figure out what snack I'm having, I will definitely let you know. All right, I decided what I was going to have, and that is going to be a smoothie. I have been missing my smoothies, and I found a low carb one that is keto friendly on the internet. I will have it linked in the description if you do want to make it yourself. I am going to be substituting the peanut butter for my soy nut butter because I am allergic to all nuts. So I'm going to make that for my snack because I wanted something light, because I am having, well, not a larger supper, but it's going to be a filling supper in a couple of hours. And I'm also going to be making 2 keto chows to have in my fridge for maybe tomorrow and the next day, because I really want to start incorporating either like a keto chow shake or a smoothie for my snack, because they're filling. They're filling and I can kind of sip on them and it's not going to be gone, you know, like that, like a lot of my other snacks are. And now that it's getting nicer out, I've just been craving it, period. So I am going to make my smoothie and I'm going to be making my keto chow shakes for tomorrow and the next day.
My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on, if you're gonna be moving on. So
all right, here is my smoothie. Let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is delicious. Oh boy. This is going to be a favorite. It tastes so good. It's so refreshing. It's delicious. It is so good. Now, if you wanted to, you could also put some keto chow in the shake to make it higher protein. Chocolate, the peanut butter flavors would be fantastic in this. But this is so good. This is going to be a favorite. This is going to be my new go-to for my snack. So good. All right, I am starting to prep supper. I'm making Zoe and Jimmy some potatoes on the barbecue. So those are already on the barbecue because they do take a little bit longer. But I am making some chicken on the barbecue and I'm just seasoning it with my Redmond's real salt, as well as the seasoning salt, and as well as their garlic pepper salt. And that is what I'm putting on my chicken. And then I'm also going to be having some stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon, and those are in the oven as well. And I'm also going to be making some sauteed zucchini and mushrooms. You guys know I love this meal at supper time, and I always have that with my Asiago and artichoke dip as well. The chicken as well as the veggies I have that with. So that is what I'm having for supper. I haven't had this meal in a long time and it is one of my favorites. So I will show you a picture when it's all done. Like I said, there is really no recipe for what I'm making tonight. It's really simple that you can easily make at home, especially during barbecue season. The chicken and the veggies are really good on the barbecue. And then, like I said, the stuffed jalapenos are just your regular cream cheese mixed with some shredded cheese and some seasonings mixed all together. And then I just stuffed those with the those in the jalapeno peppers. I cooked them quite long in the oven just because I don't like them that spicy. So the longer that you cook them in the oven, the less spicier they are. So they're in the oven and the potatoes are on, and then I will finish up everything and I will show you my plate for my second meal. All right, supper is all done and I will show you my plate in a second. My salad that I have on my plate is this avocado cheddar ranch. It does come with corn, but I left the corn all out of it. So I wanted to try it, it sounded good, but let me show you my plate for supper. All right, so this is the barbecued chicken, and I also sauteed the zucchini and mushrooms and a jalapeno pepper and that salad, and then it is topped with this artichoke and Asiago dip. This is the best brand, Summer Fresh, and I love it on chicken and my sauteed vegetables. So this is going to be meal number 2. All right, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.